Craig, a pretty strong challenge from the Eagles tonight. What did you take out of that one?
Well, you came to the press conference earlier in the week. I tried to plant the seeds for that. We knew what was coming. Watching their last month, you look at the worm of their score against and for in the last month, they hung in there. They've been really competitive. And we knew that was going to be the case. And credit to them and what the fight they brought. And then we had to wrestle our way through that. It was first half, second half for us that we were sort of more proud of the second half than the first. But again, we get feedback every week about our game and what opposition are trying to take away and what we want to maintain. And tonight's no different.
Did it feel a little bit similar to last week as well? The challenge in the first half, and then you find your own feet in the second.
Yeah, somewhat, yeah. I didn't think we connected inside 50s as well as we did last week. I thought last week was elite. And we had 18 marks last week. I think we had 13 this week. We had 4 tools. We're trying that for the first time. Charlie West deserves an opportunity, but then he sort of didn't really want to leave Checkers out in his 150th, and Tim's playing really well, and then Dan's second ruck. So created, we went in the game thinking it is what it is. We'll just try to adapt and evolve for that. I just didn't think we connected as well, and then obviously, the second half was a bit different to the first.
Is that a model you'll persist with, the full tour?
I'm not sure. I think each week we'll address it, what we need, and we thought there was an opportunity tonight to reward behaviour at in particular Charlie West, and then clearly milestone for Checkers was hard to rest him or manage him. So we'll assess it. I think we'll have a look at the tape and see what worked, what didn't work.
When did you sort of know Bobby wasn't going to be available?
I sort of had some awareness yesterday. He's got some personal stuff going on, and I won't go into it. When you say personal reasons, it's because it is personal, and I think we all respect that as an industry. I've got a lot of love and care for Bobby. I just want to make sure he's supported.
What was it about the Eagles that impressed you tonight?
I just thought they were really, really aggressive with the ball at times. We sort of watching them go slightly different model against the last couple of opposition. I thought they were really impressive in the contest as well, really strong. The pressure was high. They marked the ball well down back at times as well, and they were hard to score against. I think also we get caught in as an industry on ladder position. You think, expectation. We all week we're going process, manage what we can control, and we kind of sort of try and stay in the moment for those things. And it's you get to quarter time, it's 1 goal apiece or something. You say, come on, we've got to get our game moving here. And certain parts of our game just weren't quite moving. Credit to what they were doing to us. Yeah.
What do you think they took off you?
I think clearly they owned the corridor on us at times, and that was evident, but wasn't sort of taken away from us. I just didn't think we used the ball that well. We had a lot more turnovers this game than we have, throughout the year. So we'll sort of look at that and how we connect and how we use the ball with each other. And we talked a bit about that at half time. We win the second half by 37 points. It's a good indication, and we keep the opposition at 58 points. So if we actually, you take the ladder position out of it and you go, that's not a bad performance. But again, I sit here and we reflect on the game as opportunity to improve. Just got to keep moving. And one of the last things I said to the boys is, we come here for 4 points. We didn't come here for style points. We got the job done, but we've got work to do.
I feel like they took the speed out of your ball movement?
At times, I thought we probably played a bit too fast early and then started to control the game a little bit better with the way we were a bit more predictable after half time.
How important do you think Jeremy Howe was for you tonight?
Yeah, it was pretty huge for us. The way he's jumping the ball, intercepting, spoiling. He's been huge for us all year, let's face it. He's such a critical part to us, and he's playing for others really well and just stabilises. Really, really, really important tonight. So was Bendels. I thought Bendels' pressure when we needed in the second half was enormous, and kicked a goal late too. He was very, very good for us.
How clear is the holding the ball free kick for you?
To be honest, it hasn't been clear for a long time. And way back when I was teaching Mason Gox the game, he says, "What's this holding the ball thing?" And I said, "I don't know. We're working it out." And still, what are we? 15 years later, 10 years later, I'm not sure. We averaged the most tackles of anyone per game, 98, and we average about 6 holding the balls. So I'm not sure. It's challenging.
Henry McWalter said he'd go to the AFL to seek some clarity. Would you like the AFL to come out and a bit more?
I just don't want to be the guy that rings the AFL every week. That's not my go. I'd let the game be the game. I'll let the game settle. Like it's amazing how many things, if you just give time and space to, they somehow find a way of balancing itself out. I'll leave that one alone.
There's always a lot of attention on Nick Dacos, but West Coast didn't go with a hard tag. Were you surprised by that?
Yeah, we sort of prepped for it. I just know Minnie pretty well from his Richmond days, and I know Richmond had this never tag philosophy. The system will catch these players, and it didn't surprise me in the end. But coming in the game, we prepped for it, and I thought Nick's second half was really, really strong, and his first half is sort of getting to some positions we wanted him to do and use the ball a bit better potentially. But one thing I really know about elite players is don't get in the way of them. If they're not quite executing, just get out of the way. They'll fix it. And Nick's certainly that player, so I won't get in the way of trying to improve him as a player. He works harder than anyone in this game.
Dan Mday came off with a bit of a knee. Nigel came back on. Is that all good or something to watch?
Yeah, he got it like a bit of a knee-on-knee knock, and I reckon if you're Dan Mday in the last 18 months, you'd be going, I'll just make sure that's okay. He's had a lot of issues around that, and so he's just got the comfort that it's all good, just got it checked out, and then you come back on. Yeah, no
It's
problems.
the same knee though?
Yeah. No problems though.
I think a few weeks ago you called yourself a footy nuffy. What's your assessment of the bye rounds? How do you like them?
Yeah, I do like having more footy to watch each week. I'm not sure I don't have the perfect science to it. I don't know. There's obviously for a reason. We don't actually get a genuine rest from the game. If I'm probably having an opinion, I'd say I'd love a genuine rest from the game, whether it's everyone gets a week off, and everyone gets a week off. But we're living within what we got, and our bye was good for us, and we enjoyed it. We come back, we haven't lost since, so it is what it is.
Carlton in 6 days. Do you a little bit sorry for Vossi with what he's gone through at the moment?
As a personal friend, absolutely. I care for my mate Vossi. Send him a message of love and care. Next week we'll be arch rivals, and we'll go at it. And they're going to want to bounce back, and we want to give it our best version of ourselves against our arch rival. And then when the balls bounce, we'll be arch rivals. And after the game, I'll make sure he's there for whatever he needs from me as a mate.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.